So you saw that Nike brought back the original Hypervenom. You can see them up there, the brand new orange ones. Well, here is the next colorway. This is the next Hypervenom that they're going to release very, very soon. These are even more limited, very hard to get. They're incredible. Let's take a closer look. Firstly, the box here, as you can see, has this kind of like snake skin appearance on the top. Hypervenom text is in blue, which kind of gives you a hint as to what color the boots are. These are incredible. Pick them up, as you can see, in a size UK 10 here, which is my true to size UK 10. In terms of sizing, I'd stick true to size for the Hypervenom if you're going for them. They fit amazing, they feel amazing. I absolutely love these, and I can't believe I've got them early. Big shout out to ProDirect and the Nike team. Sent them to me early to show you guys. Should we do it? Should we unbox them? Lift up the lid. They do come with the spider detailing on the box lid. If you've been watching my Instagram story, I've been teasing these a lot, saying the spiders are coming, the rain's coming, and it hints towards how special these boots are. So here's a look at the boot bag. Look at the transition of color and the snake print on it. Hypervenom text as well. And this side is black with just the swoosh at the bottom. But let's take a closer look at the boots. Are you ready? Open these up. Check them out. They may look a little bit strange, but there's a reason for this, and we'll dive into that in just a second. So take out both the boots, and we'll move the box to the side. So here is the latest Hypervenom remake, but they're pretty new in terms of the technology. They change color with water. So when it's raining on the pitch, they're gonna look pretty different. But firstly, let's take a look at them here. So they look like they're kind of like covered in this like frosted coating, which gives them this kind of grey white appearance. And you can see certain aspects of the underneath pattern coming through towards the toe box area and also towards the heel, as you can see, which, oh, I cannot wait to show you these when they're wet. The swoosh on the front is very subtle, and the laces match that of the upper, so you can see it all kind of blends into one. Same with the backward swoosh. If you look on the inside here, you do get a spider, but it's quite hard to see. And there's also Hypervenom text, which is quite hard to see. Just like on the re-release of the orange pair, comes on a brand new Hypervenom 3 sole plate, which works really well for me on AG and FG. I really like this sole plate. It's aggressive, but also offers some sort of like control and turning and a stability on the pitch for grass and AstroTurf. I think it works really well. Really good sole plate and perfect upper. Nike has done an amazing job on these. So in terms of numbers, they're going to be extremely limited and very hard to get, maybe even more difficult than the orange pair. So you're going to have to be incredibly fast. So let's take a look inside the boots. They do come with this cardboard shoe tree, and then if we take out the insoles, you can see on the insoles you have the same pattern as on the box and on the upper of the boots. I believe the retail price will be the same as the other ones, but that could change, so don't quote me on that. But I think most of you are here to see how the boot changes color and how it looks completely different. So I guess we'll do that. So we'll take the right one and I'll show you how this changes color compared to the left one when put under water. So let's go get a box of water. Right, so here we have a big box of water. Sorry, the box is pink, it's just how it comes. I promise you it's just water inside. And let's take the right boot and I'll dip it in. It does take a little while to change color, but then once it is wet, kind of like the rest of the boot changes with it, if that makes sense. So I've dipped the toe box in and you will be able to see it. So straight away, you can see it's starting to change color. So I'd say it probably takes around a minute to change color, but if you're playing in the rain, you'll notice it obviously a lot quicker because it will just kind of happen. So as you can see, look at that. Hopefully you can see starting to change color on the boot, which is incredible. And I don't have to dip the whole boot in, I can just dip my hands in and kind of move the water across the boot like this, and you'll see it will all gradually start to change, which is pretty cool. But just for speed, I guess I'll just chuck the whole thing under, and then you'll be able to see all the aspects of the boot kind of come to life, like the spider on the heel, different aspects of the swoosh. It's really pretty incredible. The technology is brilliant. So as you can see, toe box has pretty much completely revealed the pattern. Yeah, look at this, slowly starting to change. Get it a little bit more wet all over. It's like the upper layer kind of like soaks in the water, which is just incredible. It makes you kind of seem like you have two boots. You wear one in the dry and one in the rain. And yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I'm a big fan of these, so I'm just gonna soak them in water and then I'll show you the difference side by side. So yeah, that's probably about 30 seconds, 40 seconds, don't know how long this video is. Move the water to the side and like you can see how big of a difference that is. Absolutely crazy. Look at that. Look at the difference. I think that's absolutely amazing. So as I'll show you on this one, the Nike swoosh is obviously a lot more visible now because that doesn't change, it's just the upper layer. On the outside you've got the swoosh again. Hypervenom text is much more visible. Spinning it around you can see the spider detailing on the heel, which yeah, that's a nice little touch. So as you can see, you have basically two boots, one for when it's dry and one for when it gets wet and rainy. Let me know down below, which do you prefer? Do you prefer this kind of graphic when it's rainy? I have to say, this is by far better looking than this in my opinion. I think that kind of like cracked snakeskin blue lava look, I'm going to call it, looks absolutely amazing. And then there's this one, you can see it's starting to change with my fingers being a little bit wet. But yeah, that is so cool. Really clever design by Nike. Love it. I absolutely love it. Let me know down below in the comments, what do you think of these? Look at the colour. I think it works so well with the white laces as well. And then in terms of it going back, it does go back after like maybe 5 minutes. It takes a little bit of time to dry. If I just wipe off all the water, it will start to transition back to this one, and it just will keep doing that. There's no like end of the life cycle. It will just keep transitioning between the two. I'm actually really impressed with how quickly it changes colour back and forth between the two when it's dry and wet. And I think seeing these on a pitch will be really incredible to see how it slowly transitions from the start of the game to the end of the game with the terms of the wet pitches. Big fan of the technology. Yeah, I have no flaws with this. I loved the original Hypervenom. I love these. Nike, well done. It's just amazing. Very limited drop coming very soon, early June. You're gonna have to be incredibly fast. I know a lot of people got lucky with this pair. This one's gonna be harder to get because it's a little bit more special. First time we've seen a Nike upper that can change color with water. Yeah, and it's the Hypervenom one. Let me know down below in the comments if you're gonna try and get these. Thank you to Nike and Pro Direct Soccer for sending them to me early to show you guys. Really incredibly blessed to be able to do this. It's amazing. Yeah, this is the brand new Hypervenom water reactive. This is what it looks like when it's wet. This is what it looks like when it's dry. Absolutely crazy. Look at the comparison. Absolutely amazing. Love these. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an amazing day.